Brock Lesnar. My worst fear has become a reality. Now, I'm not going to yell at the top of my lungs. I'm not going to. It's a waste of time. But, I mean, really? WWE? Why are you going right back to Brock? I understand Smackdown is going to Fox. I understand why you're doing it for that specific reason. But does Brock Lesnar really need to be the WWE Champion? Does he really need to have a title around his waist to solidify himself as one of the biggest stars? I understand he's a draw. I understand he's an attraction. But he doesn't need the WWE Championship. He doesn't need it. Brock Lesnar, like, he doesn't need a title to be relevant. What happened to the good old days? What happened to the good old days when Brock Lesnar, in 2012 and 2013, when Brock Lesnar would just show up for like SummerSlam, just a feud with one of the top stars, or like at WrestleMania, like when he versed Triple H at WrestleMania, when he versed Triple H at SummerSlam, CM Punk at SummerSlam, John Cena at Extreme Rules, Undertaker at WrestleMania. Why can't Brock Lesnar do stuff like that? He doesn't need a title. Kofi Kingston, he should have lost the title to Randy Orton. He should have lost the title to Randy Orton. And now Randy Orton has been screwed once again because he hasn't been given justice since that one time he had to bloody count the lights for Jinder Mahal when he had to drop the title to Jinder Mahal. So Randy Orton hasn't had his justice yet with the WWE Championship. I think at this point now, it just seems like they're gonna send Randy Orton to Raw. It seems like that's gonna be the only scenario that's gonna happen now. But whatever. Summer? Yes, guys, my cat is in my room, and, yeah, so say hello to Summer, everyone. I think you guys have seen her a couple of times, but now she's got a bell on her neck. And see you, Summer. So, yeah, I've said this before. Randy gotten screwed, and you know Brock Lesnar's now. We're now going to be dealing with Brock Lesnar again. What are we doing? Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Sorry about that. Sorry about that lad banging. The cat decided to jump up. Summer, careful. Silly cat, I swear. Anyway. So yeah, the opening match was the New Day versus Randy Orton and the Revival. The New Day won. Kofi got the win with a Trouble in Paradise on Scott Dawson. And Kofi Kingston accepted Brock's challenge for October 4th. Great, so WWE is just going to bury Kofi Kingston after everything they've done with him. After everything they've done with him, they're just going to bury him on October 4th. Eric Rowan delivers a chilling message in an exclusive interview with Michael Cole. You know, Eric Rowan, there may be people out there that don't like him. I'm not saying I'm one of them. But you know, Eric Rowan, he is really in a big storyline. This is something I never thought I'd ever see happen. Someone backstage must be huge on him. And his promos are actually alright. I think Eric Rowan is alright. when it comes to talking. This is the most we've ever seen Eric Rowan talk. He was being interviewed. I thought it was a fine promo by Eric Rowan. Next we had Ali. He was set to take on Shinsuke Nakamura. And Sami Zayn being annoying. Sami Zayn is, I will say Sami Zayn he's a good mouthpiece. He's a good mouthpiece for Shinsuke. I will give him that. But the match between Ali and Nakamura never got started because Nakamura went to punch Ali. Ali struck him, and then Sami Zayn grabbed his leg. And then you hear Corey Graves saying something stupid along the lines of, "Oh, Sami Zayn fell over." I mean, Corey Graves was literally the worst thing about this entire show. You guys know me. I'm not a big fan of Corey Graves whatsoever. So it seems like we're going to be getting a feud with Shinsuke and Ali. So it seems like the rumors about backstage being high on Ali seems to be the case. Well, I'm not going to believe that until I see Ali become the Intercontinental Champion. Next we had Kevin Owens. He laid a lawsuit onto Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon wasn't too happy about this, obviously. And then Kevin Owens issued down a challenge, and he says, the next time I beat you, I'm going to be uttering the words, Shane McMahon, you're fired. So it seems like the next time, it seems like the next time these two are going to be meeting, they are going to, obviously Shane McMahon's career is going to be on the line. And yes, if you guys have not noticed, my hair has been cut. I was getting very annoyed with my long hair. It was getting a bit long. So I decided to get it cut. So next we get Charlotte Flair versus Sasha Banks. The first time ever on Smackdown. First time ever these two have squared off on Smackdown. But the first time they've wrestled each other since 2017. Charlotte gets the win with the disqualification. Bayley comes in and saves Sasha Banks. Charlotte is now full-blown babyface. Good job, WWE. I'm glad. I'm glad they made that decision because Charlotte Flair is better off as a babyface. She's better as a babyface. And guess what? She's getting cheered. Unbelievable. Charlotte Flair is being cheered. And here people thought that people hate Charlotte so much they'll boo her no matter what. Bayley and Sasha Banks have done a damn good job to get Charlotte cheered. That's all I gotta say. They've done a good job. You can't tell me that is not what a heel's job is meant to do. A heel's job is meant to get the babyface cheered. And Charlotte Flair is definitely being cheered. I'm not deaf. I'm not deaf like most people. I've got my TV up loud and I can hear the cheers. I can hear the Let's Go Charlotte chants. The only way you wouldn't be able to hear it is that if you're tone deaf or your volume is down. Or you're just too stupid to realize it. Bayley is a full-blown heel. Obviously she is, but she's still got that. She's still not, she hasn't really changed herself. I thought the match was good. We got a disqualification win for Charlotte Flair. Next we had Baron Corbin's King of the Ring coronation. Probably the worst segment I've ever seen, especially when it comes to Corey Graves kissing this guy's ass. I get it. He's a heel commentator. I get that. But does he really have to come off so goddamn nauseous? Does he have to come off so goddamn annoying? Seriously, bloody Jerry Lawler's a good example of a great heel commentator. Yeah, I hated JBL, but at least JBL didn't go to these levels of lengths. But Jesus Christ, Corey Graves is literally the worst commentator I've ever heard. Ever. don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Corey Graves in NXT and when he first came onto Monday Night Raw in 2016, but he's just gotten worse. He's so goddamn nauseating, kissing Baron Corbin's ass, saying that the bloody face commentator's telling him that would you go and kiss his feet. Corey Graves said, yeah, I would if I could, and or if he asked me to, I would. And like, he's just being a suck up, I swear to God, man. I understand he's being a heel, but God, it's just nauseating. So Baron Corbin gets his crown and his cape and his scepter. He calls out Chad Gable and he starts making jokes about him, and you hear Corey Graves laughing in the background, and you can actually see him on one of the camera angles. He's like, seriously, you can see Corey Graves in the background like laughing. Is that your job as a commentator, to laugh? Really? Good grief, man. Like I said, Corey Graves is literally the worst. Then Chad Gable gets offended because Baron Corbin's making jokes about him, picking on him. Then Chad Gable destroys the throne, breaks the scepter, rips the robe, and destroys the crown. End of segment. Baron Corbin was left crying and moaning and screaming and yelling. End of segment. That's all I've got to say about that little segment. Heavy Machinery versus the B-Team, job. Guess they should be called the J-Team, the Jobber Team, because Heavy Machinery beats them with the compactor very easily. And then the main event was Daniel Bryan calling out Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan claims he's been disrespected. Daniel Bryan tells him to do something about it. Then Luke Harper attacks Bryan from behind. Roman Reigns comes down, looks like he's about to make the save for the time being, but then he gets double teamed by Harper and Rowan. Now, even though they're not called the Bludgeon Brothers, I'm probably still going to be calling them the Bludgeon Brothers because I think that's a good name for them anyway. So then they rip the mats from the arena. They rip the mats off. They destroy the security guards that came out, and then they do the Reckoning, that finisher they did when that tag team finisher they did. They performed the Reckoning on Daniel Bryan through the table. So it seems like Daniel Bryan is going to become a babyface. At least I hope so. It seems like that just seems like the way they're going. And by the way, guys, I'm going to let you all know the Smackdown logo you guys are going to be seeing from this point onwards is the brand new logo. Because you guys know I always put the logos in the corner of my reviews. The brand new logo you're going to be seeing is the official Fox Sports logo. I had a look and it was the official one. So you're going to be seeing the official Fox Sports Smackdown logo on my reviews. So just giving you guys a heads up on that. So yeah, that's basically how SmackDown ended. SmackDown was an enjoyable show. There wasn't really a lot of matches. I felt like they could have had more matches. They didn't have any women. Well, they did, Sasha and Charlotte, but I kind of wanted to see more. But I guess they're probably just rushing things towards Hell in a Cell, but you know, it is what it is, and that's basically everything that happened on SmackDown. I don't talk about backstage interviews unless I see them. So there you go, guys. That's all I've got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts on SmackDown. And I'll see you all when I start doing my live streams of My Universe mode. And I'm now officially on my 2-week break from university. So hopefully you'll be getting more videos from me. Also, there may be a video coming later on today. Pokemon Sword and Shield reveal. There's word going around there's going to be some kind of reveal today. So So I'll definitely be looking forward to it when that indeed does happen. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Talk to you later.